like SCOOB. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. Once again, the bearer of news. Not necessarily bad news for some, but today we're talking about how SCOOB is skipping theaters altogether. The much-anticipated Warner Brothers animated film that I've covered a couple of times on this channel. I'm really excited for it. I'm a bit hesitant, also a tad bit nervous, but I'm excited. Earlier this morning, something I was going to make a video on, got a bit busy, so I didn't do that, but I did tweet about it. This is the news that Venom, which will now be called There Will Be Carnage, has moved from October of this year all the way until next year in June. So that sucks. So that's the kind of news that you see and you're just like, oh man, next year is going to be really cram-packed. And you have news coming out yesterday that Batman has moved, and movies like Elvis and The Flash has even moved. I mean, movies are shifting left and right, and I figured when we got the Warner Brothers news yesterday that SCOOB would be included in that package, and it wasn't. So I said to myself, is SCOOB going to do what Trolls World Tour just did and release on its actual date, but instead of going to theaters, go straight to digital platforms? Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing, because it has been announced that SCOOB, the brand new animated film, will be available for rental for $19.99 in the United States and Canada. It would also be available to buy for $24.99. The film, geared toward younger audiences, was originally scheduled to debut in theaters on May 15th, but was indefinitely delayed as the pandemic forced cinemas to close. And this is a statement from Warner Brothers CEO Ann Sarnoff said, "While we're all eager to be able to once again show our films in theaters, we're navigating new unprecedented times which call for the creative thinking and adaptability in how we distribute our content. We know fans are eager to see SCOOB, and we're delighted we can deliver this feel-good movie for our families to enjoy while they're home together." So I know for some this is really exciting news because you get to see the movie on the date that it was originally scheduled for. And then I know for others, while we're still excited to see the film, in the back of our minds, we all have to be thinking this, happy or not happy. What does this mean for the future of cinemas? Now that this is the second studio to attempt to tackle something like this, and I said the same thing for Trolls, but I understand that these aren't the world's biggest movies. I'm super excited for SCOOB, and I know a lot of people are, but this isn't a massive blockbuster, right? This isn't Tenet. This isn't Dune. But now that studios are taking this risk, now that studios are deciding to forego releasing their movies in theaters, what does this mean for the future of cinema in general? I don't know the answer to that. I just don't have it. But we're seeing this starting to trend in a bit of a different direction. We saw Disney pull Artemis Fowl from the theaters. It's now going to streaming. We saw Lovebirds get sold to Netflix. I think they're going to do the same thing with New Mutants, to be honest. But there are plenty of films that we're going to continue to see this trend with. And we know a lot of the big names, a lot of the bigger films are coming next year, which sucks. But hey, at least we still get to see them in the theaters, right? I also find it interesting that Universal wasn't happy with the way that Trolls World Tour performed. Now, I saw the numbers and I said to myself, it still did incredible numbers for what I was thinking it would. No marketing saying we're going to release Trolls World Tour on demand instead of in the theaters. They had a couple of weeks to try to pitch that to the audiences, but there wasn't that effort at the beginning that I think would have made a world of difference, and it still did solid numbers. So the studio wasn't very happy. I thought it was impressive for what I anticipated at the beginning, but I find it interesting even after Warner Brothers knowing that Universal wasn't happy, they're doing the same thing with SCOOB. So my questions for you all are, one, are you going to be seeing SCOOB on that date? I know I will, and I will definitely bring you guys a review. Two, what do you feel this is going to do for the movie industry, whether it takes away from the future of what theaters can bring us, or if it's helping the case for films that maybe aren't big enough or aren't the selling point that would make it worth putting in a theater, and it ends up helping them in the long run now that they're getting released on demand. This is all just one film, so it's a lot of speculation, but hey, May 15th, we get to see SCOOB. That is definitely the bright side in all this. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like these news updates, let me know. I will continue to do them, and be sure to leave your comments. All right, I'll see you later. Scooby-Doo.